This is not a drill. The Mars Family Foundation is tripling your donations now until 6 o'clock. So get on the phone, 414-337-9554 to donate.
The Wade family is here. They're from Kenosha, and they've got a story to tell. Who wants to go first on the microphone?
I guess that's
Robert?
Additional
Go
personnel,
right ahead.
hospital,
You got the microphone.
all right. So our story started in February of 25. Our son was diagnosed with medulloblastoma, and it kind of turned our world. As you did, right?
Yeah. What is that? Yeah.
It's a form of brain cancer. It was near his cerebellum and his spinal cord, roughly between the size of a ping pong ball and a golf ball. Once we discovered it, we discovered it here in the emergency room after a routine eye exam. They told us that he had a tumor, and we were admitted right away. Turned our world upside down, almost like immediately.
Waylon's wearing a t-shirt
Yes.
that says, "Hey, cancer, you picked the wrong kid." Love it. Where did he get that one, Mom?
Yeah, he got that from Kins and Noah, which is a lady back home that makes shirts. One of our friends designed it for us and sent me the design, and I sent it off to her, and she actually donated the shirt to him for occasions just like this.
That's
Which is super
awesome.
cool, yeah.
I was lucky enough to wear it during his bell ringing,
Nice.
April
April
23rd.
23rd, yeah.
Okay, so Mom, take us back to now where you have a diagnosis, you're admitted to Children's Hospital, your world's been turned upside down. What happens next?
Oh my gosh, we were so scared. So he was admitted February 3rd, and on February 4th he had his first brain surgery to have a EVD, an extra vertical brain tube put in to relieve some of the pressure in his head. And so at first he was feeling totally fine. He's like, "Mom, I'm not sick. I don't have to be here," you know. And so we really relied heavily on the medical team and everything helping us to keep him entertained, keep him 3-year-old entertained in the hospital when really he was feeling good. He didn't have any symptoms or anything like that, which was the craziest part about how we found all of this. And then on February 10th, he went in for the big brain surgery, and that was really scary. They were prepping us for it to be up to 12 hours long. It was only 6 hours long, however. And Dr. Kim, the brain surgeon, she came out, and I remember her face. She was just like glowing. You could tell she was so excited. And she was like, "You guys, it went so well." She's like, "It just peeled right out of there like an orange," she said. I will never forget that. I thought that was so cool. She was just absolutely glowing. You could tell that she is where she was meant to be. You know, it was incredible. But it was a little scary on the recovery side. We were in the PICU for a good 5 days. He struggled to walk, talk, eat, smile, things like that after the brain surgery, which the medical team was very open with us, and they kind of prepped us to be aware that might happen. And as you can see, he's made a full recovery.
Yeah.
He really did great. We were in the hospital for a total of 21 days on that first admission, and then after that, started doing proton radiation, and that's one of the really cool things about Children's is they work with all these other locations, and they didn't gatekeep anything. You know, they were like, "Hey, we feel that proton radiation is the right choice." We did have to go down to Warrenville, Illinois, to the Northwestern Medicine Proton Center, and that was tough. Radiation was really hard, but we made it through that, and then got a short break, and then after that we started about a year-long chemotherapy journey. So we had nine cycles, and Dr. Rumler, our oncologist, I mean, she had to break some of the worst news ever to us. You know, like no one ever wants to hear their child has cancer, and we just absolutely love her. I mean, she was incredible every step of the way. Waylon really struggled with some balance issues and neuropathy and things like that, and they were always, her team was always willing to look at pictures through MyChart and answer questions. They would call us back right away, just really never judging, never like, oh my gosh, he fell again, because it was an embarrassing amount of times that he fell, and got some pretty nasty goose eggs, and it was always scary with his platelets being low from chemotherapy and everything. But the medical team is just incredible. We cannot say enough good things about Dr. Brumler and her team.
And you said that he got to ring the bell.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we know that means that he's kicked cancer's butt, right? The treatments were over.
So
Yes.
far, so good. We have
Yeah.
our first post-treatment MRI on the 22nd of
May
May.
22nd.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
much more follow-up for years to come. But so far, everything has gone really well. And we can't thank the people at Children's enough. Without their help, no.
So you couldn't do it without their help, and Children's can't do it without the help of people listening to us right
Right.
now. So make sure you donate if you possibly can, and we're still in the middle of the triple hour as well.
Yes, the triple power burst thanks to the Mars Family Foundation. That means every dollar you donate will be tripled through the remainder of this hour, so until 6 o'clock tonight. And then, Mom, you have another guest sitting behind you. You became a volunteer with Children's, and tell us who you got there.
Yeah, so this is Maple. She is a therapy dog. She actually came to us as a foster a little bit before Waylon was diagnosed. And she had some medical stuff of her own, so she was with us a little bit longer than a normal foster would be. She had an eye surgery that needed to be done and a spay and some routine stuff. And after we got home from our 21-day hospital stay, Waylon was like, I just love Maple, and a real, kind of sleepy voice, and Maple would just lay by him, and she's very, very relaxed, very chill, very much has the right temperament for a therapy dog. And I told my husband, I'm like, yeah, she's staying. I was like, we just love her to pieces, and she's been a great addition to the pack and the family. So she just really had a great temperament for it. I did have a couple therapy dogs before I had kids, so I had some familiarity with it. Had never worked with children before though, and knew that Maple would be a great fit because she's a small dog, she's not intimidating, she's very patient and quiet, and very much like lets the kids go to her. And now we get to come twice a month and see all the kids and see the doctors, and it's really cool because everyone sees Waylon's dog now.
Aw, well,
Which
that's
is
great.
awesome. Yeah.
Maybe the most patient person in the room is Arlen, the brother over there, who's had a microphone in front of him, but he's just sitting there being very patient. Did you want to say hi to any of your friends or anything, Arlen?
You know what?
There's been some scary parts
Yeah.
where I wasn't able to do as much with Waylon as I used to. We weren't able to wrestle. I just started climbing down, and it was scary.
Right. But you are a great big brother, huh? Yeah.
That's Big Brother.
Good. Well, thanks to everyone for helping out with your donations, and we're still taking them at 414-337-9554, and your donations are still tripled through the hour, thanks to the Mars Family Foundation. And thanks for telling your story, and thanks for all you do for Children's, and anything,
Thank you for having us.
any last thing you want to say about the care here at Children's?
Just absolutely incredible. We could not be more happy with the care that we've received throughout this whole thing. It's been really a scary, scary experience, and we just have complete confidence in Children's. They've been fantastic throughout this whole thing. There was never a time where we were questioning, are we in the right place? We could feel that from the beginning, that we are in the right place.
In the worst times of our lives, the care team at Children's has helped escort us through this and has made bad situations almost tolerable.
Amen.
Yeah,
All
and
right.
thank you for sharing your story, and thanks to you for your donations, and please continue to donate 414-337-9554.
Yes, the Miracle Marathon continues on 96.5 WKLH, Milwaukee's Classic Rock.